everyone. Today we're going to talk about ZEN, and other words, Horizen. We're going to talk about this. This was a request from one of the members. A big shout out to the members out there. Shout out to the member that requested me to go over ZEN. But we're going to talk about this today, guys. We're going to do a whole deep dive on ZEN, and we're also going to do some technicals. So remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get right into it. And before we talk about ZEN, I want you guys to look at what happened to Zcash. Zcash is another one of those cryptos that have been out since 2016, and now is recently finally pumping after being down since it came out pretty much. So we've seen Zcash over the last month go up. Well, not even the last month, over the last 2 weeks, right? Zcash has been pumping within the last 2 weeks. Now, that is because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it is, but we have been seeing older coins doing this, right? Older coins have been doing this. So Zcash went all the way from $50 all the way up to here where it's at now. And the only reason why I mention that is because ZEN, or in other words, Horizen, some of you may only know it from the base chain, but they just kind of migrated over. Like they kind of changed over, they switched up, they changed sides. But yeah, as you can see, ZEN has actually been out since 2017. So this is an old project, just like Zcash. So that was just an interesting thing that I thought I would talk about. But anyways, 92,000 holders here on base chain, as you can see there. But let's talk a little bit more about ZEN. Here is their Twitter. So as they like to describe themselves, an app chain built for privacy, a future built for you. So that's pretty catchy. That's a pretty catchy phase, or pretty catchy phrase for ZEN. But anyways, this is the official website. So they're big on privacy, on-chain privacy for a new area. Horizen is a EVM blockchain built on Base for secure, regulatory compliant, confidential trading and DeFi applications for individual traders and financial institutions. Pretty much what that means is ZEN is a crypto. ZEN is an altcoin. It's just an altcoin. That's literally all that means. That literally, like, when you break it down, that's literally all it means is it's an altcoin. That's the fancy way of saying it's altcoin. They say Horizen is a EVM blockchain built on Base. So it's a blockchain that they're saying, an EVM blockchain built on Base. But remember, they haven't released their products yet. They haven't released it yet. So I'm looking for their roadmap, actually. This is the roadmap here. So as you can see, Horizen's next chapter on Base, they just now bridged to Base. Well, they migrated to Base, not bridged. Horizen DAO voted yes to Horizen's move to Base. App chain testnet, ZEN token claim, ZEN depreciation, token claim, blah, 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 migration and mainnet. ZEN token migration to Base, ZEN and EON depreciation, Horizen L3 testnet launch. They're testing their Horizen blockchain. As you can see, the first projects funded by Horizen X Thrive Ecosystem Fund, Horizen launch, Q4 2025, Horizen Layer 3 mainnet launch, first apps live on Horizen. So they're pretty much working on getting their Horizen Layer 3 out right now. So it's going to be a Layer 3 chain. So it's pretty interesting here. Honestly, I don't really see much use for like Layer 3 stuff like that. I'm going to be completely honest. But this is the route they're going. So this is the route they're going. So if you're with them, you got to be all the way with them. You can't be halfway with them. You can't be halfway in, half foot in, half foot out. You can't be like that. Anyway, ZEN has moved to Base, as we all know. So building a compliant and interconnected future. And look, guys, they don't have any of their stuff out right now. So like I mentioned before, like they don't have anything live. So you really can't use anything that they're selling. And I'm not saying that to put ZEN down. I'm saying that, to kind of, give you like just to kind of give you a realization of, look, they haven't released any of their products yet. They've been out since 2017, and I'm not putting them down. I just have to be real about it. I can't make a video and then be fake about it, especially when a member requests the video. So they've been out since 2017, but they don't have their official ZEN product out, which is, I don't know what it's supposed to be, honestly. But yeah, it is what it is. And what is it? Anyways, Horizen is a privacy first app chain built to make privacy simple, powerful. So they're obviously going to start creating D apps with this, and they're going to have they're going to start doing all this other stuff. But personally, I believe there's too many cryptos doing this. There's too many blockchains doing this. We don't need any more doing this. They're all doing the same thing. So I don't know. It's up to you guys what you think about this. But when I look at ZEN, I see something that could have potential, but they have to do something that really sets them off and like sets them apart from all the other cryptos. The privacy thing, like that's what crypto's about. So that's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's what crypto's about. But anyways, building a compliant and interconnected future by empowering builders with flexible confidentiality and proof-driven trust. Horizen is where secure and innovative decentralized applications thrive. So privacy apps at scale, from DeFi to gaming to AI tools. So I see this with a lot of projects too. They mention this is all we offer. We offer all of this. But then you're like, where is it at? Where is it at? Like, you don't see it because they don't have it done yet. And they haven't had it done since 2017. Hey, look, I'm not trying to put ZEN down. But I'm just saying, like, when you have a crypto project, either you have products for it or you don't have products for it, right? They're in the process of making it, so that's good. So anyways, it says from DeFi to gaming to AI tools, developers can build apps that maintain privacy over protected data with the ability of regulatory controls. So yeah, you can build apps and stuff like that, and DeFi stuff and gaming stuff with their platform. Trust without exposure, prove facts without revealing sensitive details, making digital interaction safer for everyone. So I want to see what it is that they're building. I want to see what they bring to everyone, what they're bringing to the table. Scale with confidence. Supercharge your Web3 applications with the power of zero knowledge proofs and trusted execution. Environments built for everyone, powering privacy first solutions for individuals, developers, businesses. About ZEN, the native token of Horizen, now live on Base. ZEN is so really they're focused on Horizen, building their chain Horizen. ZEN is designed for confidential DeFi governance and long-term ecosystem growth. One of the first fair launched ZK coins, no ICO or pre-mined supply, similar to Bitcoin's fixed 21 million cap, supported by major centralized exchanges, accessible to institutional users via Grayscale Horizen Trust. So I think there could be potential for ZEN in the future. They just need to get everything, like they need to just push everything out now. Like we're nearing the end of this bull cycle. And maybe they don't care about this bull cycle. Maybe they don't. But they need to be pushing right now because the end of the bull cycle is getting close. So, they got a fire under them right now. So they gotta speed it up. But yeah. Anyways, Horizen, this is their compliance layer. This is the compliance layer section of the website. Private execution layer, confidentiality meets compliance, empowering business, protecting data, enabling compliance. Approach to data protection. Horizen's privacy first chain app chain gives businesses a secure, compliant way to protect sensitive data. It's really the same thing over and over again, repeated. That's what I'm noticing here. Compliant decryption. Only approved authority figures can decrypt sensitive info. Customizable authority controls, set custom on-chain transparency. Honestly, I would like to see how everything works. I would like them to have like a demonstration. Like, what do you mean? Like when someone builds something, like what do you mean? Show us some demonstrations. Show us some demonstrations of how your privacy works. Anyways, privacy by default. Sensitive data is encrypted with Horizen's privacy execution environment. Only the state hash is shared. On-chain approval. All this other stuff, blah blah blah. Compliance built-in. What I will say about Horizen is this: I see potential for ZEN, for Horizen. I see the potential. I see it, but I need to see the work behind it to prove it, to back it. Right? If this project has been out for so long, why is it only at a $218 million market cap, but it's been out since 2017. But yeah, they did just now do like a migration. So yeah, they just migrated blockchain. So it's understandable why they're not at the price that they should be. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like some projects, when they've been out for so long, they just become old, and I become a little less interested in it. And I think that goes for a lot of people in crypto as well. Like, look at Litecoin. Like, Litecoin is like the OG, and people have already really forgotten about Litecoin, and no one really talks about Litecoin, right? Litecoin has potential and all that, but no one really talks about it. But it still has 7.3 billion inside of market cap. So what I'm getting it at is ZEN. Like, this is $1 billion coin. This is $1 billion coin. Why is it not at $1 billion? It makes me think, is ZEN, and this is why I started the video bullish, right? I started the video bullish talking about Zcash, because ZEN is almost in like the same space where like they were launched around the same time period, like 2016, 2017, and Zcash has been down since then. But now you can see a recent pump has just came in for Zcash that it hasn't seen in a while. So is something similar to this about to happen to ZEN? And that is a good question that you guys need to be asking. That's the real question right there. Is ZEN about to have a Zcash breakout? Because it kind of looks like it just now started. So let's talk about what I like talking about most, and that is the numbers. Honestly, I don't care about the technologies here with crypto. I don't care about all the new stuff in crypto. I don't care about the new code, all the new privacy stuff. And that's why when I was going through it, you're probably like, man, he's talking down on all this privacy stuff that ZEN's doing, but that's what crypto's all about. I know it's what crypto's all about. But what I'm all about is money. I'm Money Marcellus. I'm Big Money Marcellus. I don't care about all that other stuff. I care about the charts. So let's talk money and dollar signs and everything with Big Money Marcellus. All right. That's going to be my new segment of this channel, right? The new segment of the show, Big Money Marcellus. Talk with Big Money Marcellus. So look, we recently had a massive pump in ZEN, right? Recently, it went all the way up to $46. And that was at the beginning, at the end of last year, right? And then coming into this year, it's been dumping since then. What I do not like is, as everything has been pumping, ZEN has been dumping. Let me say that again. As everything has been pumping, ZEN has been dumping, and it's been sideways. So typically when that happens with projects, when everything else starts to go down again, it starts, whatever it is, starts to go up. The same thing happened with Zcash. So that's why I'm kind of looking at it. I'm like, this looks like it's getting ready to take off. Like, we reached the bottom base. We traded sideways since 2022. Like, guys, I don't think you know how crazy this is. ZEN has literally been sideways since 2023. Since January of 2023, ZEN has been trading sideways, and only recently, at the end of last year, has went up a little bit, and now it's back down. So I don't necessarily want to make some type of hard bet on this. I don't want to like give you guys a price prediction, because with something that's been down that long, like, it's not worth doing a price prediction on. It's not, because if I'm wrong, everyone's going to attack me. If I'm right, no one's giving me props, right? If I'm right, they're like, oh, it's going to happen anyway. But what I would say is this, guys, like, this is one of those projects that either you love it or you hate it. Like, you either really like the project and you're like a diehard fan of it, or you're not, or you're just like, yeah, I don't want to get into it. And me, I'm looking like, yeah, it could have potential to pump, but based on previous performance, I'm not willing to take that chance. But for the people here that are willing to take that chance, what we are looking at here inside the daily chart is, mixed opinions here, right? The percent R trend exhaustion, the white line, the short-term trend is coming down, curving upwards, same time at the long-term as the long-term one. So we could see a pump coming in here. It looks like it's going on a straight uptrend here. But I look at past performance, and it's done this before, and then nothing, and it dumps. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off like this and say, I don't see much potential for this. I know a lot of people might not like this, but I don't see the potential in the chart right now, right? The project has potential. The project, as long as they actually get their products out, they have potential. But this chart right here, this does not look like a good chart to me. This does not look like a good chart. Like, I come back here, and this is what happens to a lot of projects inside the bull run. A lot of them will never go anywhere. So when everything else is pulling back, this thing might start to pump, kind of like how it's doing now. Everything's pulling back, and now you're starting to out of nowhere see Zen going up. And then when everything else starts to go up, it might pull back as well. So that's another thing that you also got to be wary of. But then again, at the end of a bull cycle, usually everything that didn't have its turn to run starts to run. So Zen might actually have opportunity to run. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I feel like I might have been a little bit too critical on Zen, but I don't know. Is this it? If you look at a project that has been down since 2017, how can you have any confidence in anything else that it does? Like, I mean, even if Zen pumps, it's gonna dump during the next bear market, and it's gonna stay sideways for like years before the next pump. So, I mean, this is the fate of Zen right here. This is the next fate of Zen. We might have a huge pump, yes, but then we might have another dump and then sideways movement for the next few years. So I'm gonna leave that as it is. Usually, you guys know I'll go to a project, I'll do a whole technical analysis breakdown to it, but you can't really do nothing on Zen. You can't really do a technical analysis here. Like when you look at it, you're like, okay, like maybe we got a symmetrical triangle here, so maybe we can continue to go up, right? And like, look, so yeah, maybe we can go up a little bit more here. And when you go into a symmetrical triangle from an uptrend, that is what you call a bullish symmetrical triangle that we have right here. That's a bullish symmetrical triangle right there. So we're coming into this symmetrical triangle from an uptrend. So what is this? That's a bullish symmetrical triangle. So technically, it should continue on an uptrend. And like I was saying before, let's go back to the daily chart. So like I was saying before, here we are back on a daily chart. Yeah, there is a possibility that you could see Zen doing something like this and going up here to this Fibonacci resistance again. That's 250%. But that's a roll of dice type of situation. Because for years, it did nothing. Years, guys, years. Look, this right here is June of 2022. From June of 2022 to January of 2025, it took Zen that long to finally have a big pump and then 250%, followed by an immediate dump, losing all those gains. Guys, this is if that doesn't scream pump and dump, what does? I'm not saying Zen is a pump and dump. I'm not saying that. But I don't have the same type of confidence in Zen that I do for something, let's say like XRP or just other things. Like for anything else that's not Zen. For anything else, no, look, I don't have that much confidence in Zen. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Yeah, and look, it could do a huge pump. That's 250%. If it gets back up here to $44, we're looking at a 255% gain. So if it pumps, it's gonna be very nice for some people. Some people will make a lot of money. So if you're willing to take that bet on Zen, go ahead and do that. This is a bullish signal, but mind you, bullish symmetrical triangles are only right 52% of the time. It has a 52% win rate. So this is coming directly from TradingView, and again, these only have 54% win rate, guys. A 54% win rate. You have a 54% chance to run this up. You have a 54% chance to run up a bag. And yeah, I'm not willing to bet on that. But yeah, there's a 54% chance that can break out to the upside. Let me know what you guys think about this, though. Hit the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff. Shout out to the member that recommended me to go over this. So shout out to all the new members. Shout out to the member that wanted me to go over this. And for the member that wanted me to go over Zen, I'm not saying, don't buy Zen, but I don't really care about the technologies of projects for all the people out there. I only care about price action. And since 2022, this has had sideways downward price action. Since 2022. That's 2022, 2023, 2024, and almost all of 2025. So that's crazy. Yeah. That's actually crazy. For 4 years straight, like Zen is just like, this is sideways 4 years straight. All of 2022, all of 2023, all of 2024, and now we're going through almost all of 2025. But remember, it did have this pump, but it immediately dumped and gave back all those gains. So yeah, again, for the member that wanted me to go over this, sorry I didn't give you like a bullish thing here. You have a 52% chance of a pump though, so maybe 52% chance. But yeah, I would be careful with ZEN because it just doesn't show promising results for the future. I mean, it could pump and it could do well in the future, but I just don't see it there. I like to go for projects that are already established and like they're just established. Like if ZEN has been out since 2017 and they haven't been able to become established since then, and they keep dumping all the way down to these bottom prices. So I feel the same way about ZEN that I feel about Baby Doge. This is a trader's coin. It's good to come in and trade this project because you might be able to make a quick 250%. But I wouldn't be looking to buy and hold this for long term. I wouldn't be looking for that because long term, you're going to be looking at years and years of sideways downward trading movement. And that's not fun. But yeah, this is all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of it's financial advice. Go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month. You'll probably go ahead and make that money back in a month. All right. You'll probably make that money back in a month. I had to do my my auction house voice. But yeah, you'll probably make that money back in a month, guys. $9.99. Go ahead and do it. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. But anyways, I'll be back with another video.